Hey Seeker, welcome to the Awakening Her podcast. I am so grateful that you've been led here, and I'm excited for you that you're answering the call to manifest more magic in your life by mastering the law of attraction. So cool. My name is Talia, and I'm committed to cutting the fluff and showing you exactly how to manifest more excitement, ease, success, abundance, confidence, love, and anything else you've been craving. So if you're ready to crack the code on manifestation, amplify your intuition, and play in the quantum, we are now besties. Let's do this. Hello. Welcome back to the Awakening Her podcast. How's it going, homie? How you doing, friend? Welcome back to the show. If you are new here, hello, hi. My name is Talia Joy, manifestation mentor, channel intuitive bestie in your awakening journey, someone who is obsessed with deliberately creating the life that I am meant for and teaching others how to do the same. I'm also a lefty and an island girl and a human design reflector and a Scorpio and a mom and so many other things, I'm sure. But hello, welcome. I'm really grateful that you are here. Today we are taking the conversation in a direction that, weirdly enough, I don't talk about straight up, I guess, on the show. And I say weirdly enough because it's a massive part of my life. And we're talking about the connection to our body. We're talking about healing our connection to our body. We're talking about coming back into right relationship and honoring our body, and also what it has to do with manifestation and how it opens us up to a whole new level of being able to manifest when we connect with our body. So we're going to talk about that in a lot of different ways. As a lot of you know, I used to have an eating disorder. The body is where I have had the hardest time in my life as far as feeling okay in my skin, loving my body, talking nicely to my body. And then I've had a journey with pain. So it's been all the things to do with my body. It's been a big part of my journey. And my clients, it's same. I noticed that a lot of my clients either have had similar issues where they've struggled in their skin or feeling okay with their body, or clients who health is very important to them. And they work out or they strive to be really healthy. So no matter where you are, your relationship with your body is really important. And it's a huge portal for manifestation, as I'm talking about. So we are going to get into all the things, but first I would like to ask if you have either joined the manifestation challenge starting January 1st called Ready to Manifest. We are also going to have body exercises in there, things to do with the nervous system, opening up our chakras, breath work, connecting to our body. There's going to be some beautiful things in there, but this is a 31-day manifestation challenge and journey that we're going to go on. We're going to rock the first 31 days of 2024 together. All of the exercises take 20 minutes or less, and they are delivered straight to your inbox. We also have a community aspect where we can be gathering and rooting each other on. I am so freaking excited for Ready to Manifest. It's all brand new. I've been, again, mad scientisting behind the scenes creating this, and I'm really excited to bring it to you. It's going to be so impactful. So let's roll into 2024 powerfully together. 31 days. We end even with a live session. We've got the community aspect where I'll be rooting you on. Practices every day. Come, commit to yourself, show up, do as many as you can, and I know you will move forward. So we've got lots of quantum exercises because you've done a lot of work on yourself. And yes, we're going to go into a couple of the deeper practices. We're going to be focusing on clearing, activating, and stepping into it. So yes, there will be some deep stuff, but why? Let's just move into it, all right? Let's just really step forward, step into that confidence, step into that embodiment, that activation, and really move forward and make sure that we are creating momentum in 2024. So if you have goals of abundance, maybe it's health, inner peace, well-being, you're wanting to commit to yourself on a deeper level. Maybe it's success in business. You've got creative ideas, bring them all to the challenge. It's going to be a beautiful place to move forward. So can't wait to see you in that. And also, have you checked out yet On the Path? So if this podcast is your jam, seeker, girlfriend, boyfriend, human friend, on the path is next lev. So feedback I've got is, holy shit balls, it's powerful, direct quote. I think I got a holy fuck balls, it's powerful, direct quote. But truly, you guys are appreciating the potent, to the point, tangible practices and really taking you through the process in a way that really makes sense. The process of manifestation, the process of self-growth, of being on the path, on your path to continuously moving into your next level, receiving more, manifesting more, moving into more inner peace. This is the place that you will make sure you always have something to listen to. You always have tools to go to that are to the point, straight to it, and really take you from A to B and show you how to move through. So On the Path is an incredible learning portal. My signature work is over there. We've got meditations, and then there's also weekly episodes and extra deep dive episodes. And in fact, this week we are talking about the body as well. And I'm offering tangible practices and tools that I've done to connect to my body, to manifest through embodiment. And I'm also sharing my very recent journey of releasing more than 20 pounds and some of the physical and energetic shifts that I've made. So if you want to hop over to On the Path, I invite you over to my other show. So the link is in the show notes for the challenge and On the Path. Hope to see you over there. Okay, so when we talk about the body and we talk about healing our relationship with our body, there are many different aspects that we need to look at, right? Like the body is just the physical human meat suit, the skin, the organs, all the things. But within our body is also our channel and our portal, and our aura hovers around our body. So we are made of energy, right? Everything is made of molecules vibrating around in different frequencies. We are molecules. We are particles. So our body is not just skin and a stomach and some eyeballs and whatever. It is an energetic field. It's got a vibration. It is also the home base in which from we manifest. Does that make sense? The home base from which we manifest. There we go. It's also the home of our intuitive channel and portal. Our chakras are in our body, right? Like they're energetic centers, but they are in our body. So it's really important as you go along your journey that you're continuously looking at the relationship that you have with your body. And we're going to go into different aspects like health and mindset and all the things. I'm also going to share in this episode, some of my journey, because as I said a few minutes ago, it has been my biggest struggle. It has been the place that I have held my unworthiness, whether it's in pain or excess weight or digestive issues or posture. It has been the place where I have self-harmed when I had an eating disorder and drugs and other ways. It's the thing that is easy to neglect, right? Like, oh, I'll do yoga later, or getting a massage, or even just sometimes a shower or a bath. It's like, oh, later, the body, whatever. But it is truly everything. So seeker, on this journey, if you relate to what I'm saying, either like I was saying with my clients, a lot of them either have struggled to be in this skin, struggled with either weight or body image, loving their body, or else they are really, or maybe you are really devoted to health. It's for a reason, and it's because the body's really important. So if you have struggled, this is your call, in addition to traditional manifestation practices such as like writing out what you want and, journaling and all of that stuff. Really fine-tuning your body will change the game. Fine-tuning your body energetically and even food digestion. Again, I'm going to talk about this stuff. Doing that will change the game. When you feel centered and at home in your body, when you feel comfortable, when you can create safety and security in your body, it changes who you are. Things like anxiety, that is when you feel not safe and not secure. And we all deal with that. Some people more than others. There's nothing wrong. It's a safe, what I say about nothing wrong, I mean, there's no blame or shame. It's a sense of not feeling safe. And so if you do nervous system work or breath work, you can move your emotion back to a place where your heart slows down again, and maybe your palms stop being sweaty, or your mind calms down. That all happens through your body. So when our body is kind of left unchecked, when it's kind of just a free-for-all, or it's the dumping ground, whether it's our thoughts or the habits we have, our nutrition, when it becomes the dumping ground, then it can't perform for us well, right? It's just like a car. The fuel you put in, whether it's thoughts, energy, food, water, what you put into it is what it can output. And considering that it houses your chakras, it houses your mind, and your gut and mind, or gut and brain, have such a deep connection. It's also your immune system. If you get colds and flus, how you're feeling. And then of course the the mental health, as far as like if you're low on certain vitamins and minerals, it impacts your mental health, right? If you get low on B vitamins, they say that you can tend to feel more depressed, or there's certain things you can take or foods you can eat to help. So obviously it's endless. There's endless reasons why the body cannot be neglected. And as far along on the path as you are, it is really time to maybe take it up a notch if this is really resonating with you, and coming back home to your body. So before I get into describing a little bit more about what that means, I just want to say that our body is, we were born with this body. I know, right? Revelation. But we were born in this vessel, with this vessel this time. So whether you're tall or you're shorter, or you have freckles or red hair, or, scars, or whatever it is that you have going on, you were uniquely made you. The shape of you, where you tend to be more strong, where where your curves are, like all the things, you were made in this portal. And it's very easy, especially as women, but I know all humans, it's very easy to get sucked up in not enoughness, in hating our body, in judging the way that it looks and how it stacks up compared to whatever's cool, whether it's celebrities or it's, the person in your high school or whatever. It's very easy to have slipped into a life of feeling like your body's not enough for one way or another, maybe because it's different, or maybe because you feel bigger or smaller or whatever else. That is normal, and it's time to really step into like, this is the shell I'm given. And I've had a lot of moments in the past year where, whether it's with my weight or with my pain, I've thought, what if this is what it is? Meaning, like, in my mind, I've always had this vision of my body. And even though I've healed my eating disorder, I still know in my mind what I look like or feel like in radiant health. So it keeps me going toward radiant health. It keeps me active and taking supplements and drinking my water and all the things. But sometimes I go, well, what if this is what it is? What if my body never changed? Could I learn to love myself? And that even applies to me being in pain. And I know that for some of you that sounds counterintuitive. I still know I am healing my pain. It's not about not healing it. It's just going, this is what it is. So I'm going to make the best of it. This is what I am given. And instead of seeing all the things that are wrong, or that I want to change, or that you want to change in your body, it's time to really step into what you are. And yes, the gratitude toward what you have. And also remembering, like, there are parts of you that it's not even about aesthetics, but that are so awesome. I'm sure you've got like beautiful hair, or kind eyes, or an awesome smile or laugh, or you just like, your vibe just lights up the room, or you're fit, or your, beautiful brown hair, or whatever it is. Again, it's not about being any standard of beautiful. I'm just saying it's time to step into who you are. You're cute. Squishy bits are cute. Curves are cute. If you're little, it's cute. If you're tall, it's cute. It's like, or awesome, or powerful, or whatever. It's like, it's really time to embrace this meat suit you've been given and stepping into it, because we have all seen someone who is plus size or really small or in a wheelchair or with some sort of disability that radiates. They just light up a room. They don't allow what they don't have to steal their whole mojo. So I want to ask you, where has what your body's not been stealing your mojo? And even if it's a health concern, I say this with sensitivity. I'm not the one to come in here and be like, this is this and that's it, because I know what it's like to deal for me with pain, and nothing in that realm is easy in any way. But what if, instead of the constant fixating on what your body's not, we focus more on the energy of health or vitality or flourishing? For example, with my body, with pain, I don't focus on getting out of pain. I don't go like, I'm going to get out of pain. I focus on wellness. I focus on strength. I focus on ease. I focus on being flexible, mobility. So it's in the plus, it's in the positive, rather than focusing on fixing something. Because if we try to fix ourselves our whole life, we're going to get to the end of our lives and be like, damn, I was never, ever content with what I was. And the whole time I was awesome and I just didn't see it. I was beautiful, I was capable, I was worthy, and I just didn't see it. When we step into who we are, whether physically it's a tooth gap or it's a speech, difference or whatever it is, when we step into who we are and we be confident with ourselves, we shine. And then those are the people that really do get to go on and do the things because they didn't allow it to hold them back. Like how many people had, a stutter and then they went on to be public speakers because they overcame it, or, endless examples. So just in that respect, as far as your body and what it is and what it isn't, it's really time to focus more on what it is, more on the gifts within it, more on how healthy and resilient it is in the ways that it is, and less about what it's not. So one more example is like, I feel that I'm really good at yoga and I also have quite strong lower body strength. So instead of focusing on the fact that I can barely do one push-up because my upper arms do not feel strong and I'm in pain, instead of focusing on like, I'm in pain and I still can't do 72 pull-ups or even one pull-up or whatever, I focus on the fact that like, wow, my body really stretches well, or it can really be stable in these poses, and like, oh my goodness, I can do this pose better than I could before. Good job, body. Look at you go. Instead of constantly what I am not. So moving on from that, the other thing that I want to talk about now is health and wellness, and how this is, as I said, our channel. So our intuition enhances when we have quote unquote cleaner food going through our body. So because I came from an eating disorder, this isn't a preaching talk about how you should eat. I would never do that. I'm just offering my truth, what I know, what I've been through, all of that. So when I say simple foods or nourishing foods or something like that, I am referring to earth foods. So these are foods with one ingredient that was picked or harvested or killed if you do animal, but it's like it has one ingredient, right? It's potato, it's apple, it's honey, it's whatever, and then within your personal preferences. But these simple foods contain simple, real nutrients that our body needs to survive. It has vitamins, minerals, salts, amino acids. There's all different things that come in the food that we eat. And as a human, way back in the day, right, we were born as a species like out there, like wolves and whatever else. And as a human, we ate from the earth, right? As an organic species, we ate from the earth, but we've gotten really far away from that. So this isn't about weight, and it's not even about cholesterol or this or trans fats. It's truly about eating food that your body understands. And the thing I want to say about this is that when you are eating foods that your body does not understand, like chemicals, preservatives, dyes, all that stuff. And again, I'm not saying all or nothing, just hear me out. When you're eating those, your body can't register what it is, right? It's not a broccoli. It's not, whatever, a nut or something. It is a foreign substance. So your body can't understand it. It registers it more often than not, especially any chemical or anything, as a toxin, and then start spending a hell of a lot of energy getting that toxin out of your body. So the canola oil or the MSG, your body's not like, oh yeah, this is totally normal from the earth, right? It all of a sudden is like, okay, foreign substance, we got to get this out. And then your body ends up spending a lot of energy doing that, trying to get food out of your system, and not as much energy healing, even healing wounds or healing the tension in your back or healing the source of the headache or gut healing or detoxification or healing wounds you have or anything. It doesn't get into that as much because it's bogged down with chemicals. The other aspect of this is our intuitive channel. We just don't have the bandwidth of energy because our body is constantly trying to deal with what we're eating. So again, this isn't as from a diet perspective. It's really more when you give a car the gas it's meant to be had. When you give a car the gas that it's meant to have, it runs well. If you give it the wrong gas, it runs shitty. And you don't blame the car. You don't say, oh, this car is a piece of crap. It's like, no, you're putting the wrong food in it. And our body originally from the earth was not meant to be eating all these chemicals. That being said, I heavily believe in balance. I heavily believe in chocolate. I mean, I do personally eat very simple. Even my chocolate is like, yep, the dark hippie chocolate with only a couple ingredients. But you do you. You are allowed treats. You are allowed indulgences. You are allowed to enjoy. But what I want to talk about here is when you learn how to really love your body, it comes from this place, as I was talking about, like this is the body you're given. So when we can start to look at it from a place of love, like imagine if you were given one car when you were young and it had to last you your whole life. You might be more aware of oil changes. You might be more aware of like bumping it up on the curb or, not paying attention when you're driving, because if you smash that car, that's it. No more car. But we can get a new car. So, that happens. How many of us go through many cars in our lifetime? Hopefully not smashing them every time, but anyway. So your body, you're given at the beginning. And the more you learn how to love it, the longer it lasts, the more vital it is, the more your intuition can thrive, the more vitality you feel, the more connected to it you feel. And that really amplifies when we talk about manifestation. It really amplifies your mojo, your signal. It has you feeling so much better. And as I said, such a more clear channel to downloads, information, intuitive hits, and also for your manifestations to come because you're simply more magnetic. You're more optimistic because your body is physically healthier. So your brain's getting the right nutrients, right? And I'm also a fan of the right supplements that, work with your body. There's no rules about it. It's nourishing your body. So what I want to say today, and what I really want to make sure to touch on is, you're given this one body this time, and it is your job to treat it well. And when you treat it well, it will flourish for you. And the reason why in your goals, maybe it's your goals coming up for the new year or going forward, part of the reason why you want better health, why you see yourself in your mind's eye, like either doing yoga or maybe exercising, going for walks, hiking, even things like meditation or nervous system work, breath work, all that, is because your inner guide, your spirit knows, your soul knows that by deeply connecting to your body, it's going to take you into that next level of thriving. Your inner being is calling you. It's not just because you should, it's because it will open up the portal for manifestation. So I'm going to talk about that and the different ways that learning how to love your body, coming back into right relationship with your body, with the way you're speaking to it, the words you're telling it, the food that you're eating, the way you are being in your body. I'm going to share here how it opens you up to manifestation. So with manifestation, you hear about alignment, right? And when you're feeling that optimal way of being, or even just vital, you're feeling good, you've been drinking more water, getting better sleep, you feel more at peace in your body, that raises your vibration to be more in energetic alignment with those things you want. So your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, they become more effortlessly in harmony. I know you've been in a place where you've been exercising a lot or you've been eating in a way that really nourishes your body and you're kind of on the train. You just feel better. That brings you into energetic alignment with things like money and raises and love and, vitality in all the ways. So when there's a discord, when there's negativity around your body, it creates energetic blocks. that hinder your manifestations. When you're spending time hating your body, shaming your body, being in large amounts of pain and resistance, it does create energetic blocks, even toward other things like getting a client, starting a business. That disconnect with your body will only let you manifest so much. So the other thing, another reason why it impacts manifestation is because of self-worth. You manifest what you believe you're worthy of when it comes down to the end of the day, because what you believe you're worthy of impacts your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and then your actions. So our body, going back, can take the brunt of a lot of self-worthiness BS, right? Like, I am not worthy. I hate my body's gross, ugly, this, that, right? That massively impacts your self-worthiness. So if you have negative feelings toward your body, it's going to reflect in lack of self-worth, lack of self-acceptance, lack of power. Healing this relationship with your body enhances your belief in your own worthiness. It's not about losing weight to feel worthy. It's about coming into acceptance and love with yourself. Makes you feel worthy. Makes you feel worthy of other things. Really helps to amplify your momentum and your magnetism, because you take that self-worthiness, you feel confident in who you are, and that energy just radiates out. The other way that it really impacts manifestation, or another way, is your mental state. So your emotions and your mind are really, interconnected, of course. So our thoughts create emotions, emotions create more thoughts. And when you get into that place where you're feeling confident, then you're not as much in the realm of stress and shame and anxiety, right? And so your mind, your mental health is better. When you are feeling topped up on sleep, water, exercise, fresh air, nutrients, your mental state just is better. There are endless studies about this, studies about the impact of exercise or movement or getting good sleep, being in nature, eating whole foods, lots of connection between that and your mental health. So often, even with mental health, it's not that we're doing a whole bunch of things wrong or we need all this fixing. Sometimes our body is that channel that we just need to extra nourish to really push our mental state back into that place of light. When you're feeling confident in your body, or you're proud of yourself because you went for some walks this week, or you've been drinking your water, mental clarity improves, optimism improves, and this helps you in manifestation. So the last thing I'm going to talk about with this is the intuitive connection. So I've already touched on this a bit, but when your body is in a state of not even optimal health, like everything has to be perfect, but when your body is a clear channel and it's not bogged down with chemicals and low vibration foods. So low vibration are really processed foods, all of those highly processed fats like canola oil, sunflower oil, all that stuff. Also caffeine, unfortunately, is low vibration. I love caffeine, but all in moderation, right? Also alcohol, and then anything microwaved. I mean, I don't want to preach, but the lower vibration foods and things that we're bringing into our body, they muck up our intuitive channel. They fog it up. So again, the chakras, the channel that runs through you, is your connection to spirit. From the earth, out your root chakra, up to the cosmos and the ascended masters, out of your crown, it runs through your body. So when you have a cleaner body, you will have a cleaner intuition. If you want to get into mediumship, if you want to enhance that connection to spirit for yourself, for your business, for others, cleaning up your body of foreign substances, of foreign chemicals will absolutely enhance your intuition. And in fact, you can't really have a strong intuition if you have a lot of toxins, or you're constantly having, artificial or whatever you want to call it, foods that your body doesn't understand. So in closing here, I just want to say that if you've been like me, where you've had an up and down relationship with your body, whether it's health or it's mental health or it's loving your body, it is really time to come home. And who is the you who fully loves and accepts her body? Like, could you imagine working out or moving your body because you love yourself, and that's what gets you on the mat, or finding fun classes that you do with friends. You make fitness fun, or you make health fun, remembering to take your vitamins, remembering to, drink a big glass of water in the morning and get good rest. Don't you intuitively feel like that version of you would just thrive? And it is. By leaning into a more self-love filled relationship with your body, you open up to more manifestations, and it trickles into every area of your life. It makes it easy to show up for yourself. When clients ask me, like, how do you show up for yourself? How do you do yoga often? Or like my health, I love to do different things to enhance my health all the time. How do you do that? I'm like, because I have learned to love myself so much that I care about how I feel. I care about how I'm functioning. And that gets me to want to drink the apple cider vinegar water. It gets me to want to do yoga, to keep that promise to myself, to remember to take the vitamins. It's love that drives me there, not drill sergeant, not shoulds. It's because I care about myself and I'm committed to thriving in this experience. And I know that I can't avoid nurturing and healing the relationship I have with my body, with health, with showing up for myself. And so if you are feeling this, I invite you on the journey with me to get deeper into that gratitude and appreciation for your body. If you want to come over to On the Path, I'm offering some more tangible tricks and practices and things that I do to deeply connect with my body. I would love to see you over there. Also in the new year, if you're feeling this, I would love to hear. I'd really love to hear if you're liking this topic over on Instagram at Talia Joy Manifestation, or you can look below. There's email and all the things. Please let me know if you're feeling this, because I have had massive downloads lately about coming back and teaching this stuff and teaching about getting into harmony with your body and using it as your most powerful portal of manifestation, really blending my love of health and my healing journey with my obsession with manifestation and being this portal and becoming that version of yourself. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up in the theme of body love and opening up your channel. So if you're interested in this, I would love to hear. Send me a DM or an email that you feel like you would benefit from this, because I'd love to know if this is what would serve you. I could do master classes, we could do workshop. I've got a program that's coming through about devotion to ourselves and really honoring our body. That's such a theme in the 31-day challenge, is really coming back home, really centering in, creating that state inside and out. So if you are interested, let me know. I would love to hear. Make sure to join the challenge. And overall, just putting your hand on your heart and saying, no matter what I've done or haven't done to my body, I love you, body. Thank you for carrying me around all these steps, all these times, all these choices. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. And I look forward to doing this work more deeply with you. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. And before we go, I want to ask you a question. Have you grabbed your copy yet of Manifest This Shit? Manifest This Shit is a law of attraction coloring and activity book available on Amazon, and I am so excited about it. It is packed with beautiful, inspiring coloring pages, manifestation practices, tools, places to make notes and lists and write down your intuitive hits. There's so many beautiful pages in there. It's the perfect addition to your daily practice. So whether you use it to pass time instead of being on your phone, or you use it as a creative ritual, this book has pages for everybody. I know you're going to love it. So grab Manifest This Shit on Amazon. The link is below in the show notes.